Hello dear students, welcome to your literature in English class. We are reading chapter A Handful of Rice. This is video 3. Before we start reading, let's do some word meaning through pictures. First word is torso. Torso means upper part of the body. For example, in the picture, Gandhiji is wearing a large khadi shawl wrapped over his torso. Second word is garland. So here is a picture of a garland made up of flowers. Next word is yawning, which means opening mouth and inhale heavily. Yelled, which is past of yell, which means shout. So in the picture you can see a man is yelling at another man. This is the meaning of word squinted through picture. Squinted means looked with partially closed eyes to see clearly. Means when you want to see something clearly and you close your eyes only in half. Means partially closed eyes. Before we read page number 65, 66, let's do some word meanings. Defy means refuse to obey. Leaned means bend or tilt. Shivered means shake. Breeze means a gentle wind. Yawned means opening mouth and inhale. Yelled means shouted. Craning means stretching. Brisk means quick, like brisk walk. And clad means closed. So let's continue. In the previous video we have read that Dhani and Gokul were talking about salt eggs. So let's continue from there. The first three words are on page number 65. Then open page number 66. We have to buy it from the government, so he will defy the law and make salt himself. People all over the country will break the law at the same time by making salt. So Gokul asked Dhani, so we are continuing from there. He is now saying that we have to buy it from the government. So that he is saying this about the salt. He is saying that nowadays we have to buy the salt from the government. So he will defy the law and make salt himself. Means Gandhiji will disobey this law, he will break this law and he will make salt himself. People all over the country will break the law at the same time by making salt. And the other common people of the country will also break this law and they will also make salt. Wah, Dhani grinned. He's clever, isn't he, Abba Bapu? So Dhani said, wah, he's grinning. He's clever, isn't he, Abba Bapu? He's saying that Abba Bapu is clever and he's at the same time he wants reassurance what he said from Gokul. He's asking Gokul, isn't Abba Bapu is clever? The two of them leaned back against the friendly trunk of the tree. The leaves and branches shivered and the soft breeze made Dhani sleepy. Any idea when they will be here? He yawned. So now they are making themselves comfortable by leaning back. Leaning back means by bending back against the friendly trunk of the tree. By the writer, the trunk of the tree has been called friendly. Why friendly? Because it is giving support to Dhani and Gokul's back. The leaves and branches shivered. So the leaves and branches are shaking and the soft breeze made Dhani sleepy. And the gentle wind which is blowing, it is making Dhani sleepy. Any idea when they will be here? He yawned. So as he is feeling sleepy, he is yawning and he is asking at the same time, any idea when Bapu will be here? Bapu said they plan to start early this morning. Usually it's only a few hours walk from the Sabarmati ashram. So Bapu is starting his walk from Sabarmati ashram and he will be here in few hours. And they have already planned that they will start early this morning. Then he should be here any time now, Dhani asked excitedly. So Dhani is now very excited as they are waiting for Bapuji. Now he is saying that it means he can be here any time from now. They squinted eagerly down the road and together yelled, "They are coming." Squinted means looked with partially closed eye to see clearly. So now eagerly they are looking down at the road and they yelled, "They are coming." The procession looked like a moving white stream flowing towards them. The boys sat up and the villagers under the tree got to their feet, craning their necks. So everybody is waiting for this procession to come. Now the boys can see the procession. As the boys yelled that they are coming, even the villagers who were under the tree, they got to their feet. Got to their feet means they stood up and they started craning their necks. Means they started stretching their necks. The white river kept coming closer, leading the way at a brisk pace was a thin figure clad in a short white khadi dhoti. White river. White river here means that so many people wearing white khadi, they were coming closer in procession. And who was leading them? Bapuji was leading them, and he was walking at a brisk pace, means he was walking quickly. He's a thin figure. He's very thin, means he's a very lean man, and he is wearing a short white khadi dhoti. Clad means cloth. He's wearing that cloth. Means he's wearing khadi dhoti. Page number 66, second column. Meanings of some difficult words. Torso, the trunk of the human body. Strode, walked with long steps. Triumph, triumph means victory or win. Banin means kind and gentle. Charpai means cot or bed. Steadily, in a regular and even manner. And frail means weak and delicate. So Bapuji is walking in a wearing short white khadi dhoti and with a large khadi shawl wrapped over his torso. He is wearing a large khadi shawl which is wrapped over his torso. Torso means upper body, trunk of our human body, without limbs, means without including arms. He strode down the road leaning against a tall walking stick. Slow down means he is walking with long steps and he is using a walking stick. Dhani stared at the small grandfatherly face, the bald head, the round spectacles, the watch swimming at his waist, and thought in triumph, "Oh, so this is Bapu." So Dhani is staring at Mahatma Gandhi. To him, Mahatma Gandhi's face is grandfatherly face. He has a bald head. He is wearing round spectacles, means round glasses, and his watch is swimming at his waist. And Dhani said that this is Bapu. So with the sound of victory, he is saying that Bapu is near now. So this is Bapu. Means he could recognize Mahatma Gandhi ji now. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, Bapu, was also the Mahatma or the great soul. He looked like a wearing grandfather, means he looked like a kind and gentle grandfather, someone who should be sitting on a charpa in the village square under a shady tree. Instead, here he was leading the long march to freedom. So for the boys, he is like a grandfather and he should be sitting on the charpa in the village square. But instead of taking rest under a shady tree, Bapuji is leading the procession. He is leading a long march to freedom. Means he is fighting for the freedom. He walked steadily, busy talking to the people beside him. Once in a while, someone would run up to garland him and he would smile gently. So he is busy talking to the people who are beside him, and sometimes some people walk to him and they want to present him with garland and he smiles gently. Another would reach down to touch his feet and he would raise a hand in blessing. So some other people come to him and they touch his feet and he give them blessings, but he did not stop for a moment. But he's not stopping and walking with the surprising speed of a man who looked so frail. He's walking at quite a fast pace, and that his pace is good. If we are thinking about a frail person, means he looks like weak and delicate, but still he is walking fast. People joined the march from both sides of road, and the white river kept getting longer and longer. Men, women and children all were walking to make salt. So this white river of people is getting longer and longer as many people are walking. Men are walking, women are walking, children are walking. They all are going to make salt.